Friends too. All right. Welcome back to another edition of Bleach Bangs Music. Christina, what's going on?
Craziness.
I hear that. I just now saw your messages. I was like, oh, she needs a link again. And I was like, oh, crap. You're right.
Okay. So I'm banned on Facebook for some community standards. I don't understand about why.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
But I don't do anything wrong. I just advertise. But somebody must have gotten offended, or it's like a new meta thing. And
I always say the same thing, so I didn't do anything wrong.
No, I've been tagged. I'm a promoter. I advertise a lot. So
it's not hard to offend people now.
So I tell people now, look, the best way to do anything until I get unbanned is just to email me a link or whatever, because I don't know. It's been like the 5th, 6th day now that I'm banned.
Good Lord.
And I don't do anything wrong. I don't. I mean, I just advertise musicians. I don't know if a band got mad at me because I live in Connecticut that I don't go see anymore. I mean, who knows?
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. People get offended over the dumbest things. And
they do. Did they not tell you anything? It just
no.
said, jeez.
Yeah. There's like, no, F you. Goodbye.
Yeah.
No, and you can't even call this like number anymore. I've been like screenshotting it and sending it to a report. That's nothing. So luckily I have a business page and I have an Instagram and a TikTok. That's the reason why I wasn't able to advertise the show for you guys, because
you did pretty darn good.
I told Jeff and he was like, what? I said, yeah. On all the bands I work with, I've been banned. For what? What'd you do? I'm like, I don't know what I did. A friend of mine would say, well, maybe it's because you're a Giants fan. They stink this year. I'm like, really? Okay. The Cowboys are even better? Really?
Christina, I'm a Bears fan.
Those Eagles. They're going to get theirs.
I'm a Bears fan, though. And, man.
I know. Well, Dark. But you know what? Thank you for beating the Cowboys. Now beat the Eagles.
Someone has to beat them.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I guess we'll all kind of introduce ourselves. I'm Randy, and I'm in Oklahoma City.
I'm Ashton, and I'm in Piedmont, Oklahoma.
Wow.
And I am John. I'm in Topeka, Kansas.
Nice. I'm in Christina Avila. I'm in East Coast in Connecticut. I'm an hour and 45 minutes from New York City by Grand Central.
Hell nice. Yeah.
So, a cool place to hang out.
Hell yeah. Did you go see the tree yet?
Hasn't been put up yet, but honestly, my daughter and I found when you get on the train, and you get off the train, you cross the street, go a little further down, there's a beautiful park called Bryant Park, and it's not as crowded. And they have all of these beautiful like little shops and stuff. So I love Rockefeller, but it's just too crowded.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that.
And I just recently had an injury in April. I fractured my ankle, but I'm doing okay. I was dismissed from physical therapy. No
That's
more
good.
orthopedic. I'm walking. I just have to be careful.
Sounds really familiar. I did that not too long ago as well.
Oh.
But you didn't listen to doctors, did you?
Well, and the things, it's like my whole left side has been affected now because I was wearing the boot, and then the boot kind of messed up my knee because my knee wouldn't move, fully. So now my knee was messed up, which made my hip start. I'm like, what in the crap is going on? It was an ankle. Golly.
All it takes.
I mean, I'm just, yeah. I told my son, I was like, don't turn 50.
Randy,
Yes.
I'm 52. Okay. I didn't even celebrate my birthday because it happened 2 weeks. It happened the beginning of April, and my birthday's the 21st.
Mine's the 25th.
My gosh, my fiance's is the 14th.
That's my
Good
son's
Lord.
birthday.
Oh my gosh, my parents' wedding anniversary. They would have been married 81 years next year if they were still alive.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
John,
Yeah,
what were you saying, John?
what I was going to tell you was, Randy, there was this little song that you learned as a child. It's like your ankle bone's connected to the leg. Like, bro, you heard one of them. It's all connected.
Dude, I'm telling you, they are. It is like, holy crap.
And the weather too does not help.
Yeah. I remember I broke my collarbone. I really don't hurt myself very often, but I broke my collarbone once, and it is amazing what all is connected to your freaking collarbone. Everything. It's like, come on. But yeah, same type of thing. So let's get into this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's stop
what's
the
up?
Bleach Bangs. Let's stop the Bleach Bangs medical journal. Let's talk some.
Right.
So let's get into this. Tell us all about you, what you do, how you got started, and we absolutely love hearing the other sides of the music business and what you guys go through. So fill us in and just lay it all out there.
Okay, I'm Christina Avila. I'm part Cuban, part Arab, Spaniard American. I lost both my parents recently, and I want to do something in honor and dedicate to them because music was a big thing in my house, all kinds of music. And my dad was Cuban, and he taught me how to Spanish dance. And when I first started doing this, I did it for the wrong reasons. Because I've never been to LA. I thought my name was going to be on the billboard. Los Angeles has changed so much. And I guess when I finally started working with the right people, musicians, it's not easy for them anymore because everything is Spotify, everything is streamlined, where it's hard because they rehearse, they have families. I mean, I have great friends of mine that are a tribute band, but yet they rehearse every week. They put a lot of money and I put a lot of time in to this, and the booking venues don't care. The agents don't care. Touring managers don't care. It's all about the money now. How many tickets you sell, the whole pay to play. And also I'm learning, sadly, it's all about your image that sells. If you're not like the most good looking guy, unfortunately your band isn't going to do well. Or myself as a promoter, advertiser, I've been labeled by so many different people, and now I'm just like, whatever. I'm the jeans t-shirt kind of girl. I never show any cleavage because I respect myself. Oh, I've been told, oh, you're never going to make it because a promoter shows her skin, and everywhere I go, my fiance or my daughter goes with me, just because that's just the kind of person I am. I'm respectful and I'm honest. And I think for people like myself, I was never a skinny girl and I never will be, but that's okay. I have to learn to accept for who I am, love myself for who I am. Yes, we all have flaws, but the name calling, the bullying, the being told you're never going to make it, and blah, 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 blah. All this negativity crap that should not even exist. I guess from what I'm doing, it's just trying to help people to be themselves and to, to not let anyone get in their way.
I love that. 'Cause that's kind of the same type of thing that we do. We don't make any money doing this.
Right.
We just love music, and we want to get bands out in front of more people that may not have ever heard them or don't get a chance. They're not being played on the radio. So where do they have a place? Where do they fit in? And so that's what we like to do as well. And it's one of our passions, just watching people succeed. We feel like we've succeeded,
Yep. And I'm doing it by myself. I don't have a team. And right now I'm not working because of my injury, but I'll get there. I'm going to find something. I'm charging bands now because I did free work for too long. Especially now that I'm not working, I need a little bit of income to help my daughter because she pays for the bills. But there's just so many, things I'm learning, and I'm still learning. And now I'm not into the bands that, have the popularity or have the, I've been noticing the high school cliquey attitude, and that's just so ridiculous. I mean, come on, we're adults now. Quit it with that. With these girls arguing over a guy, or I've seen some of these girls, let's see how tight I can make my skirt. Let's see how short I can make it just for whoever. And I'm 52 years old. I don't have time for that drama. Or the drunks, or people that talk to me or that don't talk to me. And now so many bands in Connecticut, they don't talk to me anymore because they feel like, oh, you stopped coming to see us. Well, there's a reason why. Where were you when my parents passed away? Where were you when I had this injury? This tribute band, their names are Flannel Clad Masses. They've become family to me at this point. With everything that I've gone through, my fiance and my daughter too, they've become family to us. And I'm at this point, and I don't want to swear or anything, but at some point in my life, I just want to see to any of these bands that ever wronged me, beep, bleep you. Because, I just don't have the time or the energy anymore. I don't want to waste my time. And I'm guilty because I've said things, I've done things I shouldn't, but I'm learning from them. And that's my story. Just everyone to be themselves. Never mind feeling like you have to fit in. The cliques, the high school drama, even when you go see a concert at if you go see a national act, okay, so I take pictures and I take videos, but for people to do it all night long, it really annoys me.
Or above their head.
Oh, or the hidden fees. I took my daughter to see Iron Maiden at an outside venue. Would you believe there was a $10 bathroom fee?
What?
Twice. Then there was another theater. I went to see a Led Zeppelin tribute band. They charged, and they don't put this on the website either. Then they charge you the additional fees. Then another theater we were going to all the time, they didn't decide to let anyone know that everything is cashless, which we didn't know about. I was supposed to have gone to see 2 tribute bands at a beautiful theater, outside theater. The manager was so sweet, got us tickets, and for 6 other people, we get there, the tickets were not there. Did the theater want to take accountability? No. So they did away with their phones. You can't call them. I emailed them to let them know what happened. Oh, no, they're going to blame the band. In the meantime, at the table right by the box office, you see all these tickets there. Really?
Jeez.
Oh, and then that's not even the worst of it. We took my daughter to a oyster festival. Guess what? It used to be family friendly, and I don't want to complain. It used to be family friendly. It used to be free. You had to pay to get in. And I get it. Things are expensive. But then they didn't say this. Vaping was happening all over outside, where they should have restricted certain areas, which they didn't.
Right.
Called up the next day, a friend of mine who's a DJ. and he told me he was in charge of the Milford Arts and Festival Committee to email the Oyster Festival to let them know what happened. Then my daughter got sick and my fiance is asthmatic. Boy, they had a meeting, and I don't know what's going to happen for next year, but there's going to be a lot of changes. But we did get to see a really cool Elton John tribute band from Philadelphia. And we got to see a really good Queen tribute that we've seen before, but we couldn't even enjoy it because of all the stupid vaping, the drunks, and they don't even check your pockets. People were bringing in shots and stuff in their pockets and like there was this one guy, he was so drunk as it is. He kept on doing that and looking around. There wasn't enough security. And, you know, we're living in a world today where you need the extra security because you just don't know. So I was upset. And one thing my mom and my dad taught me too, speak up for your rights. Speak up, because if you don't speak up for yourself, who's going to speak up? And maybe because I spoke up, maybe other people are speaking up too. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to think, yeah, I'm not going to be like my mom. I'm not going to be like my dad. I am. And you know what? I'm learning to love it now.
And get off my lawn.
Those old-fashioned ways. Oh That's my gosh, I miss it. Everything is offending someone or hurting some. My parents didn't give a shit if you heard what they said. They said it once, and that was it. And they didn't talk to us. They said no, and they meant no. And now when I see these kids in the grocery stores and the parents talk to them, it's like, oh my gosh. We didn't get the hi, don't do it. It was
and every kid has one of these in their hands.
Yeah, it was the English and the Spanish in my household. So we got it. Open the mouth, belt, and we were fine.
I am still I can't get past the bathroom charge. I still can't get.
That's just ridiculous.
How is that even a thing?
That sounds to me like I'm peeing outside, but
hell yeah.
Exactly.
I was so upset. I'm like, are you kidding me? Then we went to the theater. I won tickets to see Trombone Shorty last summer with my daughter. They didn't tell me it was cashless. I'm like, it wasn't advertised on the website. So then the next concert, my fiance and I went. We went to see this awesome Pink Floyd tribute called Brit Floyd. They were amazing. And we got great seats. I got to meet the band members. Of course, 3 rows down, there was a woman. She was so drunk, she wouldn't even sit. It's like, excuse me, we're trying to enjoy the show here. Security, have her sit down. And then these freaking places are complaining, oh, we didn't sell enough, or the band didn't make enough money. Yeah, because guess what? As a security officer, you're supposed to let them know to do what their job is supposed to be doing. Telling people to sit down. Bullshit.
Well, we have
Get me started.
Christina, I want to jump into some of the bands that you are working with currently.
A lot.
So let's start, I guess, like doing some name dropping, if you will, so that we can get some people geared towards going to look up your bands.
Hell yeah.
So I don't know if you just want to start listing, or you want to give us a little
sure
on to some of the ones that you want people to check out. Let's go that route for a minute.
I love them all. They're all special. There is a really cool Connecticut-based blues rock band called the Name Droppers. And their drummer is Bobby Torello. And he has been a drummer since the age of 12. And he played drums with Edgar and Johnny Winter. Oh my gosh. His band, his bass player, the same thing. The keyboardist and the guitar player were both taught by a well-known guitar player in Connecticut, in Fairfield, that passed away, Charlie Karp. And these guys have toured with, they've opened up shows for Walter Trout, another amazing artist. They're incredible. Their producer, Vic Steffens, who's a mixing, mastering engineer, producer, worked with all kinds of bands for 40 plus years. He referred me to the Psychedelic Jam Band. I thought, okay, I'll check them out. All right, I don't know if this is going live or not, but when I was a kid at 18, I I'd never been to LA, still to this day. And all the girls I knew in high school dated guys that had long hair. And I always wanted to date a guy with long hair, but I never had. I was a geek in school. So now it's like I'm kind of making up for it, because if I see that a band has long hair, I'm like, oh, yeah. I want to work with that band. Not to judge them on just that. When I saw Jeff Summa, and I thought, wow. Yeah. So, but I like their music, and he is such a great guy. So humble, respectful, and he's old-fashioned like I am. Just like the other bands, too. There was an awesome band in Connecticut. They're a tribute band called Flannelclad Masses. They're great friends of mine, family. A band from Virginia Beach, Virginia. A hard rock band called As the World Burns. I have a band from the Midwest. They're a symphonic rock band called Divine Martyr. Las Vegas, Nevada symphonic rock band. Their names are Renaissance Rock Orchestra. There was a virtuoso from Texas. His name is Russ Hewitt. I've never heard of anyone like him, but he's a solo guitarist, and he just, no vocals, but his music is just beautiful. And then I have some bands overseas I'm working with, a band from the Netherlands called Maestro, and another band called RVH Project. A band from Bolzano, Italy. Their names are Scanners. Oh my gosh, I forgot about two other musicians here in Connecticut from that same producer, a singer-songwriter. His name is Sal Annunziato. And then Vic referred me to this great guy named Ed Daniels with his project Collaborations. They're like a 10-piece band. Then an ELO tribute. They're called the ELO Tribute Show. And then the keyboardist who's toured with Ted Poley and Steve Brown from Trickster.
Oh, wow. Cool.
He's got a Toto tribute band called Make Believe, and they're phenomenal. Oh, my gosh. Wow, I didn't realize Toto had such a huge catalog. If there's anyone that I missed, feel free to check out my page for all the different bands I'm working with.
That's awesome. I mean, how did you start hooking up with other across the world? How has that developed?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So there's a guy named Roy Costin who I've been working with for 5 years. He's got a really cool band called Love Bone. He reached out to me because a band I was working with, they broke up. He reached out to me to see what I could do, and we hit it off. And the next thing you know, I became his assistant manager to this day. There's a guy from Norway. His name is Stian Pian, and he has a project with 60 musicians worldwide. I asked him, do you have anyone, promoting you? Sometimes that's how it's been, that I've actually asked, do you have someone working with you? Rick Fox, who's a well-known iconic bassist for Steeler, which is Ronnie Keel's band, Wasp. He's the original bass player for Wasp before Chris Holmes came in. He was introduced to me by this guy named Ian Kress, who's a well-known front man. Some of them I just ask, some of them are referred to me.
That's awesome. That's really cool. I was thinking, oh man, I could see how it could start just around you, Connecticut, and blah blah blah. But then you were like, and overseas we've got.
Yeah, I spread real quick.
They're great. Oh, they're awesome.
Yeah, that's an amazing arsenal you have with you.
Thank you.
That is good stuff. So, what is a good page for everybody to go and check you out, check out your bands? Do you have a website or anything as well?
I don't have a website, but I'm going to start building one once I work. Currently, I'm banned on my Facebook page. Yeah, but I have a business page, which is www.facebook.com/crazycuban73. My Instagram is at crazycuban73. I have a TikTok page. And my email address, which is CHRISTINA, reason Victor, ILA 41 at gmail.com. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm just thinking of it now. This is something that's been huge for me. I'm helping advertise Tito Puente Jr., the son of the late, great Tito Puente, and his guitar player, Rico Monaco, who's a Connecticut native but now lives in Florida. And then there's a Cuban musician named Jose, and it's FAJARDO. They all have their own booking agencies, so I can't say that I'm their promoter, but I am helping advertise them. And it was always a dream of mine to work with Hispanic musicians, and I'm having a blast.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I love hearing how, just like I said at the beginning, how the rest of the music business goes. You know, we talk to a lot of bands and stuff, and it's like polar opposites sometimes, but they're pretty spot on with the bands just don't get paid. Bands just can't make it. They just there's got to be a solution somewhere.
Yeah, they have to work. They have to work or do something. Or there's a musician too. He's an iconic bass player. His name is Nicky Ferrari. I forgot about him. Sorry, Nicky. He has to work a regular job. He's starting up a new project, and the only way that he can make it is by working. Everyone has to work. Jeff is a painter by day. Russ Hewitt, Roy, they all work. And that's the only way that they can afford to do what they're doing.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. And it looks like Jeff is here. You're definitely welcome to hang out since you might know him.
Sure. Just don't tell him I'm here. It's a surprise. We'll let him know I'm here.
I already know you're here.
Shoot, you knew it. Darn it.
I've been watching.
Hi, Jeff.
Hey,
how's everything going?
Good. How you doing, Randy?
Doing great. I was excited to see that you got on like an hour early. I love that.
I'm on the wrong time frame, I guess.
I absolutely I do love that when that happens. It's kind of like, well, we know they're going to be on because, you know, it happens. It happens. Sometimes you're just like waiting for a guest to come on and they're like,
oh, yeah.
And they don't show up. And then you kind of have to, you know, fill time and you're just like,
I have to tell folks it's terrible.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, listen to John's jokes.
I'd rather see you guys polish your bald heads than his jokes.
Sergeant Sleaze.
I just have to use a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Man. He was the greatest.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I'll introduce ourselves. Or my name is Randy, and I'm in Oklahoma City. Gosh, got tongue-tied.
Yeah, clearly. I'm Ashton. I'm in Piedmont, Oklahoma.
Wow. And I am John. I'm in Topeka, Kansas.
Wow, you guys are all over the place.
How
far is Topeka, Kansas from where Randy is?
About 4 hours.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's not horrible. It's not horrible.
Yeah.
I've seen it at our house every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's possible.
That's when I avoid your house.
Oh, my goodness. But just one of the things that we kind of did, we kind of started out, we used to have another co-host that was in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And it really a kind of a cool thing because, like I said earlier with Christina, we just want to get the bands out in front of people and that may not get to hear them because a lot of them aren't on the radio or anything, but they are phenomenal musicians and people just need to hear them. And so we kind of took our local scene, like here in Oklahoma City. There's a lot of talent coming out of Oklahoma City and we just wanted people to hear them. So we wanted a place that they could go, play their music, introduce themselves, say, hey, I got a show this Friday, be down at Beer City Music Hall, and that type of thing. And then, of course, John has a lot of bands around Topeka, Kansas and things like that. And so we were just like, let's let's get these people out in front of everybody. There's no reason, because there's this gap, and they're right on the edge of making it, and they probably should make it, but nobody's ever heard of them. It's like, golly, let's.
Yeah.
And then, of course, our other co-host was in Albuquerque, so we were spread all over the place, and we just had a lot of different bands to draw from, and it's just kind of taken off, and that's exactly what we love to do. That way, we can talk to people like you, Jeff, and see what you got going on. So let's talk about it.
Yeah. We just put out our album 4 months ago, I guess now. Who's Got My Lighter?
Who's Got My Lighter?
Nice.
And we have been getting a lot of FM play. We made it up on the charts quite a ways. We made it to like 83 on all country, and 124 on the AMA charts, and number 19 on Jam Band charts was pretty awesome. We're right up there with Neil Young and Warren Haynes and everyone. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. But
that is sick.
It's hard to get onto FM. I mean, you really have to, I had to pay a promotion company, Powderfinger Promotions, and then you have to send out hundreds of CDs, and then hundreds go to the ones that just, stream through a server. And it's pretty crazy. You can't just they get so many, it's hard for an individual musician to just send them to them and allow them just sit on the table or go right in the garbage.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to it helps to have that name that they recognize on it when you send it in, but everything costs money, so it's kind of crazy. It's not for everybody.
That's for sure.
And how did you meet Christina?
Through my producer that produced the album, legendary Vic Steffens. He hooked me up with Christina because he knew I needed someone to help me, she's been getting me interviews and trying to get me gigs now, and getting my music out onto different streaming services and stuff. So
really
pretty cool. Thank you, Christina.
That is nice.
Thank you.
And where are you from? Are you in Connecticut as well?
Yeah, I'm in Litchfield, Connecticut, kind of a couple hours away from Christine. Our state is only like 3 hours big, no matter which direction you go. It's pretty tiny. Yeah. Not like Oklahoma, man. You guys been back for a while out there.
So what's the music scene like out there?
It's really great, super competitive, lots of great original bands, but then there's a lot of tribute bands too, which a lot of the clubs now are just focusing on tribute bands and stuff, so it makes it kind of tough, because they just, if there's a Grateful Dead cover band, it just says Grateful Dead, and they just see all the Grateful Dead logo stuff and everything else. I mean, people know it's a tribute band, but it's the whole vibe. We play Grateful Dead and stuff too. We play covers of Allman Brothers and Floyd and everything besides our original stuff. But super competitive. We're already booking for next year, and some places are already booked up to like August and September next year already. It's really crazy.
Jeez.
Nice.
That's good.
Well, Randy, I know that it's going to be a little trickery tonight, but
trickery
song ready to play of Who's Got My Lighter?
Yeah.
It's a long one.
Just a second here.
Oh, I had it pulled up already. Come on.
All right.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
The whole song's like 9.5 minutes long. So
Right.
not every radio station is ready to commit for that, but we've been there
Right.
I love it. So how many folks do you guys do you have in the band?
Normally 5, but I had 10 musicians working on the album. I had a pedal steel player on one of the tracks, and then that's just 2 horn players making all that horn.
I was wondering. I was like, that's a lot going on.
Yeah, it was just a trumpet player and a trombone player, but they did a lot of stacking and layering on it. So, and different levels and different hits, on the beats and stuff. So it really came out well.
It sounded really freaking cool.
Thanks.
Hell yeah, it sounds like a good time. I bet you guys are a trip, man.
Do a lot of smoking, and preparation. And
Right.
Oh my goodness. So what kind of shows do you have all planned out? Do you have anything coming up?
we're pretty much off for the rest of the year. We played a lot of shows this year, and then we're in the studio for like 5 months at the beginning of the year, so it's a lot of work and stuff. But we're right after the holidays, we're gonna start rehearsals again, and then starting in March, we got a ton of shows coming up for spring, summer, and fall all over the place. We're hoping to do a little touring and stuff, so we'll see what happens.
Really cool. Really cool. Just like Christina was saying, the tours are really hard because everybody's got jobs. You have to have a job.
Yeah.
Are you finding it hard to work around that type of thing? Or how far I can go? You may want to go to Oklahoma City, but it's not feasible to go to Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I mean, our album's been doing really well for like 4 months, and like places like Bend, Oregon, and Colorado, like just all the major pretty much cities, Austin, Texas, like all over the place. But
nice.
It'd be super hard to logistically to pull off a tour like that, So we're trying to just do like some New England shows from like Connecticut up through Vermont, and then possibly a Colorado tour, trying to put it together, but. Still, I mean, you end up losing money really at our level. So between traveling and lodging and eating and just, time in between shows and stuff, it adds up pretty quick. So I'm not sure how that's all going to work.
So buy the merch, guys. Go out and see them and buy the merch.
For real.
Love it.
Speaking of buying merch, Jeff, is there a website that people can go and look for your stuff on their direct?
Yeah, we have a website. I need to up my merch game on there, though, to tell you the truth on that. But it's chefsummaandtheroasters.com, and then you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and we're on every streaming site with both our albums. We put out one album 6 years ago, and it's our second album that's out now. So. They've been doing well with streaming, luckily, but you get like 1,000 streams with like 7 cents.
Maybe.
That's pretty crazy.
We made it.
Yeah. Don't spend it all in one place.
That's it. I'm saving up for a cup of coffee,
Yeah.
It's not even enough for the tax on a cup of coffee. Come on now.
That's it, I know. It's pretty crazy.
God.
How's the music scene in Okie?
It's always been really a hotbed for music, and there's lots of different kinds going on. And it sounds like in Connecticut as well. But a lot of rock and roll, metal, and then of course, being in Oklahoma, we've got our country and we've got our bluegrass. I mean, it's all over the place, and
that's cool.
I just wish people would come out to see live events. That's what's it's so hard to get people to. You finally get somebody to town or something like a national act, and then you get out there and you're just kind of looking around going, I'm really disappointed in people in Oklahoma City. Very disappointed,
Yep.
So it's just too easy to stream it or to see it on YouTube and just sit in your chair. And that's the that's really the not the generation that we're in, but the type of environment that we're breeding and that we're living in right now. So I just wish we could get live music and people going out and seeing live shows back like it was.
Winter makes it worse too, like our friends our age, they want to like hibernate in the winter, It's like 9 o'clock, they're not going out to see a show. It's like freezing cold out and snowing.
I think some of that is you have to change people's mindset, because I feel like it was better, and then COVID hit, and then people's habits changed.
That's true too. That is true.
We have to rethink how to rechange their habits to get them to go back out and to do those things and to see live shows. Right. We have to have something to draw you out of the comfort of your home, because we were conditioned to believe that's where you have to be, and it's not.
Right.
Well, and again, back to showing this off. Everything's on phones, computers. It's just whenever everything was shut down, that's what you had to do. Was you had to get on your computer, had to get on your phone if you wanted to enter entertainment. And people just got comfortable doing that. They're just like, I don't need to go to a live show. TikTok is just as fun. It's because they forgot how much fun a live show is.
We had to cancel about 50 shows when COVID hit, and then some of those places never even reopened or did music after that. So it's really hasn't come back the way it was.
Walmarts aren't 24/7 anymore. Thanks, COVID.
Lots of changes. There really was. I don't need you in this office building. Just zoom in. I mean, we don't need this anymore.
So, Jeff, let's talk about some of the people that have influenced you over the years with your musical journey.
Sure. Early on, it was the blues guys like Muddy Waters and stuff, and even before that, like my dad listened to all the 50s stuff, like Chuck Berry and all that kind of stuff, and I got into that. And then it was Muddy Waters and Howlin' Wolf and that kind of stuff. Then when I got into high school, I got super heavy into metal, and that's when I started playing guitar. And my buddy Frank used to teach me Black Sabbath songs down in my basement jam room and stuff, but I got to see all the greats in my high school years: Sabbath, Dio, Iron Maiden, and all those great metal bands, Judas Priest and everything. And then as I started doing psychedelic drugs like LSD and mushrooms and stuff, and I got into the whole Grateful Dead, Pink Floyd a lot. I was like Pink Floyd, but really got heavily into Grateful Dead and like Jefferson Airplane, those kind of bands. And then started touring with the Dead. I did like 500 shows, following them around because it was a great time. I got to know them and everything, and travel all over the place. So that's kind of where the jam band aspect came in. But some of my songs still have a little bit of the heavy metal edge on them, like Lost Cat and some of those songs. But
your musical journey, it seems like it's ran the whole gamut, to be honest. And
I love all kinds of music.
I'm just a music lover.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
old country stuff, Hank Williams Sr., that kind of stuff.
Hell yeah.
Jennings, love all that. Love bluegrass. And I like reggae a lot too and stuff. Old reggae. The new reggae is kind of hip hoppy stuff. If you listen to the satellite reggae station, you're like, what?
Now, is there any of that's out there now that you're super into, or you're just like, no?
For reggae stuff or hip hoppy stuff?
Yeah, any of that's hitting the airwaves currently. Is any of that influence your music as well?
No, not really. I listen to a lot of the new jam bands, like Goose and Pigeons playing ping pong and that kind of stuff. I listen to a lot of that. So, but not really the hip hoppy or pop songs. Can't really deal with that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So what do you think makes a song complete? What's the most important thing to put into a song, in your opinion?
Definitely a good rhythm section, drums and bass can make or break any song or band, I think. And then, there's got to have some kind of hook usually, and a riff, like on the Who's Got My Lighters. I started with that heavy riff that runs throughout the song, and then I was kind of on her first album, I put out a song called High Now that became a kind of a cult classic song. So this is kind of almost a follow-up to that. I'm like, how can I kind of tie this album into the last one? So I started with the Who's Got My Lighter idea, and then kind of wrote a story around that. But I mean, for me personally, I like to have a good story and a good driving riff and a lot of jamming in it. And, but you have to have that solid bass, and drums and rhythm section structure first.
Right on. So,
That's
do you have
true.
do you have a special songwriting recipe that you follow, or does it just happen different every single time that you're writing? Do you go, okay, I got to have vocals, or I've got to lay down a cool rhythm guitar first, or how does it work when you're building a song?
Randy, I want to stop you right there. He said he was doing psychedelics. There was no process. He was just happening.
Record.
The process is like 7
it
long
just
hits,
came.
and then I start thinking stuff up. No. Some songs I will write simultaneously, like a simple song in this album, the kind of country rock tune. That just kind of, I was sitting around with my guitar and I just had the idea of the simple song lyrics, and that just came together, within a couple hours. But usually it's like a 2-step process for me. Like when I'm noodling around and practicing my guitar, I'll keep coming up with riffs or chord sequences that sound good to me and that I like. And then when I'm working, I think of stuff. I like listen to audiobooks, and I'm painting all day. I like space out and think about stuff. So I put notes down on my phone, different lyrics that come into my head when I'm driving or whatever I'm doing. And then I kind of try and put those together, find the music that fits the words. And then, you have to adjust things a little bit to think in like the chorus or whatever. But that's basically the process.
Really cool. Yeah. I'm always just like mesmerized how songwriters write songs, because I always wished I could do it. And I'm always, how do you do it? And everybody seems to have a different process, and it just kills me. Some of the people that just happens. I mean, it's like it just downloads into my mind, and I'm like, I hate you. They just happen. I don't know.
There was 2 songs on the album that I had like pretty much complete. Literally the day I had to go in and sing the final vocals on them, I wrote the last 2 or 3 lines. I just couldn't find like the right fit, but finally it came in. But sometimes it's a little bit of a struggle. But if you're telling the story, and it's not so hard as just making up something, but I do that too, make up a lot of crap.
You gotta have fun with it.
Make up a whole bunch of crap.
Sometimes it's like science fiction, you're just
right?
making stuff up. But
how could that even work?
I don't know, but it's going to in this world.
Hell yeah. Well, Jeff, thank you so much. And I can't wait to see what you guys, you guys have coming out. And so go hibernate for the winter and come out kicking. And
oh yeah,
don't forget about us. If you have anything you want to get out there, just let us know, and we'll do our best to help promote for you and with you, and anything that you need, your family, come on and just hit us up, and you can come back on, man.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me, and thanks a lot for what you're doing. It's really important to get people's music out there, especially now with AI taking over music writing.
Gosh, that's sick.
That's true.
Things like places like Spotify have AI. They're writing hundreds of songs a week, and they're popping them into playlists now, and they get all the royalties. It's all songs based on other people's music and stuff.
Yeah,
it's really crazy. So,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about this AI thing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So is Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor.
God.
Oh my goodness.
It's got me.
And Christina, thank you for hanging out with
You're
us.
welcome.
And I appreciate you showing us an other side of the music business, and then tying it up with Jeff and putting it all together. So I appreciate both of you. And like I said, don't be afraid to hit us up if you have anything exciting going on and you think we need to know. And we will definitely put you out there.
Thank
All
you.
right.
We're here for.
Thanks, Christina.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Here, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good one.
You too.
You guys as well.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
For all of you out there, Christina listed an entire massive load of bands to us. Name droppers, As the World Burns, Divine Martyr, Renaissance Rock Orchestra.
Dang, John, that's pretty good. I'm kind of impressed.
Oh, my pen died because I was writing. That's why I got up and left. My pen died. So my list didn't get to continue very long because I was trying to highlight a lot of that for them. But also, go out. Jeff Summa has a website. He's got his merch. Who's Got My Lighter? If you're out there hitting those psychedelics, I know you're going to enjoy listening to that because, wow, 9 minutes of a song, you're going to think it was like 30 seconds.
Right. And you're just going to be feeling it the whole time. So go chill.
Why is this song over?
Oh, my goodness.
Get out there and support these bands. I know that Randy told me we're going to have some of other Christina's bands come on here in the future as well. So we'll get to check them out firsthand right here with you guys.
Yeah.
Dig it.
All right. Signing off for the week. We'll see you guys later.
Later.
We bang your ugly friends too.